So why don't you use the regular army? What do you need us for?
Because some damn fool accused you of being the best.
Dylan! You son of a bitch! What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils? Huh? Had enough?
Make it easy on yourself, Dutch.
okay. Never did know when to quit, huh?
Damn good to see you, Dutch.
What is this fucking Thai business?
Oh, come on, forget about my tie, man. I heard about that little job you pulled off in Berlin. Very nice, Dutch.
Good old days.
Yeah, like the good old days.
So there you go. There's the recap of yesterday. That was the highlight of yesterday's stream. In case you want to know what you missed, that's it. That was the best part right there. So that's the highlight. That's what you missed. That's nothing else of importance happened. I swear to God. So yeah, that happened. We had Arnold Schwarzenegger reunite with his friend Dylan in the movie Predator. Almost shot-for-shot reenactment right there. With Gilbert and Rob on somehow. I don't know how they pulled that off, but shout out to Square Enix for that. Because you know it was unintentional. But yeah. Let's get back into FF14, shall we? Ay. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself, guys. Sometimes I'm too much, even for me. Sometimes I'm just too much, even for me. Make sure this is working. Unmute my... Well, no, raise this back up. There we go. Oh! Alright, we're ready. Gotta go back to Ether for a second. I was serious, by the way. That's a recap. I'm not... That was pretty much it. Nah, I think about doing recaps, but then I'm like, dude, sometimes it's just... I don't know. Like, this happened, basically. When I start thinking about, okay, what should I say about what happened yesterday? Everything's a big blur, and I start stumbling over myself thinking, wait, what should I say, what should I not say to keep it short? Next thing you know, like 10 minutes goes by. It's like, shit, that's all time we could have spent moving on. So, I was like, you know what, this will be the recap for today. No, but the gist of it was, we found the traitor amongst Immortal Flames. It was Ravan's right hand. What was her name again? Aline Huayu. Spelled R-O-A-I-L-L-E, but it's pronounced Huayu. Like, the fuck? And yeah, we finished 2.4, and now we're moving on to 2.5. As you can see up there, good intentions. The first quest for 2.5 MSQ. But first, we gotta take care of some unfinished business. Some last few side quests that were unlocked with what we did last time in 2.4. And that means we gotta go back to Vesper Bay. But yeah, anyway. While we get there, hope everyone's having a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on wherever you are. We're pretty much gonna wrap up 2.5 and 2.55 today. Probably gonna be two separate streams. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up the last of A Realm Reborn's post-game MSQ, affectionately titled Before the Fall, when you look at the soundtrack for it. Which is the title of the last patch, 2.5. The last major patch, which was 2.5 for Realm Reborn. Before the next expansion, Heavensward. So yeah, Before the Fall. That's why I've titled my stream this way. Alright, we're on to Leon. What's up? Drop Dead Shiva. Obviously making a reference to the well-known phrase "drop dead gorgeous," because we all know that Shiva is drop dead gorgeous. So, drop dead Shiva. Let's do it. By thy high deeds were the people of Kurthis spared certain doom at the hands of a deiform entity. Yet if the missive we have received from Lord Dromont of House Durandar speaketh true, 'twould seem that hard-won respite hath come and gone. Recovered from her wounds, the Lady Iceheart hath rejoined the struggle against Ishgard. Worse, 'tis said that her disciples have already laid claim to a hoard of crystals. A hoard far exceeding the quantity but recently wrested from the caravans of House Forton. 'Tis all but certain that the heretic's mistress intendeth to call upon Saint Shiva once more. And so, once more must Eorzea's blade of light be brought to bear against the primer. None save thee hath might enough to defeat such a foe. 'Tis for this reason that Lord Dromont hath requested thy presence at Whitebrim Front. Pray hie thee thither with all haste. Hie and thither. Those ones are hard to say off the cuff like that. That's why there was a pause there. Okay. The closest we can get. And I love that we can actually change Glimmer plates here now. Outside of major cities. As long as it's a sanctuary, you can actually change Glimmer plates now. I still wonder why it's so limited compared to... Oh yeah, they mentioned the Gates of Judgment or whatever, the front door of Ishgard's main city foundation. These are it. We've flown past them many times, but I've never actually, looked up at them to show them off or demonstrate them, but these are they. Very imposing, right? Look at that. These guys are guarding, not letting outsiders in. Because Ishgard is xenophobic as hell. We're lucky they even allow us to be here. And right now, because of the weather, you can't see it, but yeah, the main city foundation is behind that fucking fog. I'll see more of it coming up, though. I believe there's a main scenario quest coming up that takes us really close to it, I think. So. Dylan! I mean, Dromont! You son of a bitch. What's up, dude? My gratitude for your timely return, Leon. Let me make sure the audio's going through. Yes. Would that it were under better circumstances. Our efforts to contain the heretic threat in the Western Highlands beyond Snowcloak have suffered a grievous setback. In order to support expeditions further afield, we sought to establish an outpost in the heretic's former fortress. Under guard, our craftsmen began the necessary improvements, and for a time all proceeded according to plan. And then what happened? The building work had scarce begun when Iceheart's minions descended upon the fortress from all directions. If I were to guess, I would say that they deliberately delayed their attack until sufficient supplies had been delivered to their doorstep. I do not begrudge my men their decision to flee. By all accounts, it would have been a slaughter. Any survivors condemned to a fate worse than death at the hands of their leader. However, by abandoning our crystal stores, we have given the heretics the means to summon their patron saint. Damn, dude. I beseech you, Leon, slayer of the gods of beastmen, who banished once before the demon who threatens us now, lend us your strength. Infiltrate Snowcloak and put an end to Iceheart's machinations. I'm on it, Dromont. Thank you, my friend. Though I pray you can stop her before she completes her ritual, I have faith you can defeat Shiva should it come to that. One of Sir Emmerich's temple knights awaits you at Snowcloak. He shall guide you through secret tunnels to the Aetheryte at the heart of the heretic's fortifications, whence you may gain entrance to Iceheart's sanctuary as before. Gonna repeat Moonbreeda's fucking parlor trick that almost got me killed, or could have gotten me killed, and had other side effects that she didn't disclose to me until afterwards. She's like, do you have a headache per chance? Is your memory fuzzy? Anything like that? What? Why am I asking? Oh, no reason. It's like, what the fuck? It's like she's implying I could have lost some of my soul by doing that shit. Going from an attuned Aetheryte to nothing. They said, some of the risks they did tell me about was if you lose your... Yeah, if there's no other Aetheryte or some kind of beacon for you to head towards and you can't find, your way out of the ethereal stream, your essence, your soul, will just disappear into it, just like when you die. And your soul, gets reabsorbed into the ether. You literally just die painlessly mid-transport. Like, fuck! So we're gonna go do that again. Yay! It is an honor, sir. When you are ready, I shall lead you through the tunnels to the Aetheryte. But should not be troubled by heretics or beasts along the way, so you may concentrate solely on the task at hand. Good to know. May the Fury grant you the strength to strike down that heathen witch once and for all. The Akka Alpha Amphitheater. Extreme. And yes, you have to do it to complete the quest. Like shit. Back in the days when you had to do it at item level, you know, or whatever. Or even when you had to do it synced, but there's no way you could, or even when you could do it unsynced, but you still needed a party of people, because, you know, because it was still too hard, basically, if your item level wasn't, like when there wasn't Shadowbringers, basically, and your level and item levels just couldn't be high enough to do it alone yet. Most people would look at this quest completionists who wanted to do it but didn't have a party to would just look at this and be like, fuck! But, that's not a thing anymore. We're now powerful enough to do this on our own unsynced. So, we're doing it. House Durinder's efforts to establish an outpost in Snowcloak have met with disaster owing to a surprise attack by Iceheart's followers. Now in possession of their former fortress, as well as a vast supply of crystals, the heretics are certain to summon Saint Shiva once more. If past experience is any indication, this new incarnation will be stronger than the last. Regardless, it changes nothing. Iceheart's crusade cannot continue, and only you have the power to stop him. Well, stop her. Go meet the lady again. And there she is. Oh, she didn't even say anything to us this time. She just goes right into her transformation. She's like, oh, you want to fight again? Let's go. Alright, let's do this. So fucking okay. What a way to start the day, right? As far as I know, her mechanics are not too new and different from before, so... What we're dealing with. I was like, is he not gonna die? Oh, I don't have my backflip or anything else on this one. So... God damn it, dude, why? Why am I like this? Let it go. Oh my god. I forgot Frozen was a thing back then already, so... Of course they made an achievement called Let It Go. Jesus. Why am I like this? I don't know. Boreas Whistle! We got the mount! Excellent! Jesus. Oh my god. This. I'll take that. What the? Oh, that's not the whistle. Jesus, I got trolled. Let me get rid of this shit. Trolling me. Oh shit, there it goes. How much crap I haven't used on this alternate character. There's that. There you are. There we go. Alright, let's go tell Drillmont the good news. We kicked her ass again. And we even told her to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Dude, I saw that tiny behemoth and low-key thought, no way, not again. I was like, no way did behemoth just spawn right in front of me again. I thought you were gonna bat me for the shit I did before during the fight. Also, hello, Crimson. Good. I would say good morning, but I started late today. Good afternoon, I should say. Hope you're doing well. I mean, the achievement said let it go, and I had to reference the song. It already referenced it on its own, but... Alright, Drillman, we took care of her again. Praise Halone for your safe return. All here prayed for your success, Leon. Tell us, have our prayers been answered? Yes, Drop Dead Gorgeous Shiva is dead again. And Iceheart ran away again, so... Oh yeah, but she was stronger. Even stronger than before, you say? And we are truly fortunate for your intervention. Yet it would be wrong to glory in this victory, for it is yours, not ours. Indeed, your very presence here is a testament to the inadequacy of our own preparations. Plainly, it is time that we reappraise the threat posed by the heretics and our readiness to address it. I can no longer say with any certainty that we are equal to the task. But this is none of your concern. Forgive me. Your deed shall not be forgotten, my friend. You, Urianger, and your entire order have my utmost thanks. Right on, dude. Alright, we gotta go report back to Urianger. Let him know. Oh yeah, we should see if Moonbreed is there too. What the fuck you two getting up to over here all alone? Which, they're not. There's a few other people here, but still. You know. Moonbreed made it clear she was hoping they would be completely alone though. I'm gonna look for her. Is she actually here? Oriandra's here. I don't see her. Maybe she's in the solar. Bowling your muscle. I'm not. I gotta say, I don't. That's. There we go. I was. You know, I paused before I said Oriandra's name because I was looking for a short form of it or like an affectionate version. That's a good one, Yuri. I'm gonna call him Yuri. Yes, that is proud Yuri. Oh, not here. Makes him sound Russian though, if I say that. Look, he's proud Yuri. Soviet hero. Oh no. So she's not here. Unfortunately, they didn't actually put her NPC here. She's probably still at the Rising Stones or something. Alright, Yuri. We got it done. 'Tis not the first time I have seen thee stride into the waking sands wearing such a look. Thou art as an open book, Leon, wherein the tale of thy victory is writ large. Hey, you know me, man. I eat primals for breakfast. And right now I'm very hungry. Ah! More Arnold Schwarzenegger references. In her redoubled strength I glimpsed the dark hand of the Paragons. Her return and her very defeat serve as merely to continue the escalating cycle of conflict. Full glad am I of thine all-surpassing martial skills, Leon, yet still more glad would I be were they not required. Would that the Lady Iceheart could be made to abandon her misbegotten crusade. Till she be thus converted or else slain, the people of Ishgard will know no peace. But be not disheartened. One day by thy light the darkness within and without shall be purged, and the Ascians shall taste lasting defeat. We need only have faith. So out of all the... Well, I can just look at it right now. Out of all the extreme trials I had to do for a quest, even the ones I didn't have to do for a quest, just to unlock them, I still did them anyway, I ended up getting 2 first-try mounts. Golfaxi and Boreas. Titan and Shiva, respectively. First try. The other ones, they told me to go fuck myself. Not in the good way either. So, yeah. Anyway, there's one more side quest that I actually noticed by accident over at Revenant's Toll. I don't know if it has anything relevant. It could just be unlocking something, whatever, but... I'm gonna go check. Has to do with the... Well, you'll see. I mean, we already did, it's not a fucking spoiler anymore. The Crystal Tower series. But we finished it. And on this character I finished them off stream too, just to keep up with... You know... For when shit like that New Game Plus fiasco happened. I was glad I kept up with it. But there's this other quest I didn't notice, so I was like, what is this? This one's not mentioned in New Game Plus, so it's obviously not part of like the main story, but... Or the Crystal Tower series, I mean. Was it just some repeatable? Does it unlock some repeatable thing? But I hardly know her! But I hardly know her. What is this about? Adventurer, may I ask a favor of you? Sure. I'm sorry to trouble you so soon after your trials in the Crystal Tower, but my colleague, Ko Robinton, has gone missing. She discovered the oddest orb deep within the tower and said she was returning here to analyze it. No one has seen her since, though she is too timid a girl to have run off with her find. She probably just left to gather artifacts or materials in Revenant's Toll for her studies, but all the same, could you go and look for her there? I cannot shake the feeling something has befallen her. It says to unlock a repeatable quest, I just remembered. But I showed some of those side quests anyways. I know a guy. Oh my god! I hardly know us. I keep hearing people use that meme recently on certain Twitch communities that I've seen. It's, what was it? I think for like, yeah, she's smoking a pipe. Yeah, the I hardly know her meme. I'm just like, what the fuck? I hardly know her, but she's already smoking a pipe. Is there something I can help you with? You seek Ko Robinton? Well, you haven't found the right body, but she's not at home, so to speak. The fuck? This lovely girl you see before you is known as Ko, but another soul dwells within her at present. Mine, to be precise. Who the fuck are you? You are speaking with none other than Noah, Archmagus of Alag. The one we named our expedition group after? My scholarly works are legend, my treatises of the cosmos priceless, and my very name known throughout the world. Okay. Or 'twas so, once. My soul has whiled away the millennia within an orb. Ko awoke me from my slumber, and... well, how could I pass up a chance to walk the world again? So I allowed my spirit to flow into her body, and here we are. Did you even get her consent first, though? Forgive me, but you do not seem overly bewildered by this. Would I be wrong to assume you belong to the scholarly fellowship that carries my name? Yeah? That's me. FF3 music! As I thought. Ko revealed this Noah when I entered her mind. Oh, but do be at ease. I bear you no ill will for using my name. I am, however, intrigued. What discoveries has this organization made? Has it made any findings of note to begin with? Well, a ton of shit happened. You act in my name, and so are disciples to me. I will give you my blessing after you have proven your intellectual worth. Such is my wont. So, are you deserving? She says with an angry look. You have dedicated yourself to creating a brighter future, eh? Then we may be alike in spirit. When I lived, I had a thirst for knowledge and dedicated myself to understanding the world. So that's how I became an Archmagus. Okay. You may yet become a disciple of mine. I will learn more of your journey into the Crystal Tower. If I can see your dedication amongst your exploits, I will be happy to give you a token of my immense wisdom. Pray do not expect too much, though. There are limits to what I can do in this body. Whose owner you were seeking, of course. Well, I will make sure that Ko's friend learns of what has happened. Some version, at least. And worry not, this body's in safe hands. Really. And I believe that is the shape of it. If my offer has tantalized you and you wish to prove yourself in my eyes, you certainly know where to find me. Yeah. What a lovely spirit. Seems very friendly. And then that unlocks a repeatable quest, the Gift of the Archmagus. You can get ether oils, which are needed for actually the Heavensward relic. I don't think I even needed them for the Realm Reborn relic quest. Relic weapon quest or whatever. Anyway, yeah, so that's how you unlock that. I at least like to demonstrate unlocking things like that, but we're not actually going to do that grindy shit. It's got nothing to do with the story, really. It's kind of an endless loop. Alright, so that takes care of a side quest that I know of for now, that we unlocked since 2.4, so back to the other one. I'll just log out here, fuck it. Back to MSQ. 2.5. The link you sent? Oh, to like check all the side content? Well, it's an image. I saved the image to my... Yeah. The images you sent. Mm-hmm. I had an idea of which side content I was going to do and which one I wasn't, but things like that, they kind of passed my radar for a little bit, and I was like, oh shit. Not just that? I'm not sure which one you're referring to then. Let me see. Oh, that one? Just for all the... Yeah, that's actually... Yeah, that would actually be very useful too, instead of just using the pictures you sent, yeah. That's a good idea. That way I don't pass up things like that. Although, like, again, that was something minor. Wouldn't have been the end of the world if I missed it, but... At least the extreme trials I wanted to unlock whenever they're, whenever they actually have a quest line. So, like, for future expansions, they kind of just make it... You unlock it, the quest is done. And then, for a lot of those, I won't even be able to fight them alone anyway. So I'm just going to do that. Just unlock them, but then leave it. I'm not actually going to do the fight. Realm Reborn, though, like Shiva, it had a few that you had to actually beat the extreme trial to complete the quest. So I wanted to do at least those. Oh, thank God I was strong enough to do them alone. Oh, right, gotta activate New Game Plus mode. I was like, hold on, we're forgetting something here. A Realm Reborn Part 6 continues. Thanks for the link, Crimson. I appreciate that. Good intentions. The road to hell. Or whatever they say. The seventh heaven. Tifa? Give us something hard on the rocks. And then she'll answer by saying, but you already have something hard between your legs. Every fucking time you see me, actually. Or is that a banana in your pocket? You know the whole thing. Anyway. What's up, Minfilia? A spear in your pocket, or half it, yeah. If I do this, I'll just be like, where'd your spear go? It's somewhere else at the moment. I am most eager to address the Ascian threats. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. Indeed. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face. And our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. True. See, that is her purpose. She reminds you what you were doing. When you come back to do more MSQ after a long drought of content, like 3 months go by and then they add a new patch that has new MSQ, that's what she does. She reminds you what happened last time. She gives the recaps. There's her purpose. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Yeah, like the Crystal Braves and everything else. Spreading ourselves thin. Oh, here's Alphinaud, right on time. Lest you forget, Antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. Were not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason? Yeah, but how many of them can avoid being tempered? Unless you're just talking about other things that are not primals. True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. And he looks at me when he says that. So I'm a fucking resource to you, Alphinaud? I fucking knew it. Damn these people, man. They see me as a resource. I knew it when they sent me on that suicide mission to fight Leviathan on the fucking boat. Leon in particular is ever a steadying hand who I trust will continue to support the Braves. See? To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Teleji Adeleji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Raban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be for the best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Moonbreeder's research is proceeding as planned? So she tells me, though I am not familiar with the details. Urianger is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Can't we just do the ether pool thing that they do at the Palace of the Dead? That wasn't a thing yet, that was a Heavensward thing, so... Leon, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alphinaud and his Braves with theirs. But they'd let you do it on Realm Reborn at level 17. It would do much to restore faith in the Immortal Flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Okay. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. You got it, Boobphilia. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Well, thank you, Alphinaud. At least there's that. You appreciate me. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Riel's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wished kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dah riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. Oh, really? If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. Okay. While we focus on resolving the Ascian threat, pray devote your energies to assisting Alphinaud and the Crystal Braves. Yes, ma'am. Riel, that's that Company of Heroes guy with the slick back blonde hair and the eye patch, right? Yeah, there he is. Does anybody say anything new or different? Nice. Are you sleeping well? You must be absolutely exhausted from saving the realm on a daily basis. Hint, hint. Guenix is almost breaking the fourth wall there. He's saying, get some sleep! Not as easy as it sounds sometimes. Even if you go to bed at a certain time, doesn't mean you're gonna fall asleep right away. Sometimes things preoccupy your mind, insomnia, all that shit. But yes, that is a good idea. Get some sleep when you can. Ever since Moonbreeda arrived, the Rising Stones has been buzzing with excited energy. I must admit, her enthusiasm is rather contagious. Alright, she is probably here, right? There she is, over there. Unfamiliar with the dishes of the lands to the north. So Sharlayan is north of us, of Eorzea. Okay. Perhaps once Moonbreeda has concluded her current research, she might deign to share with me her culinary knowledge. Okay. Kinda whatever. The city of learning was abandoned. What? We needed a rare ore to modify the white auracite, and Thancred solved the problem using only his link pearl? I mean, it's great and everything, but where's the fun in that? What do you mean? When one is in need of precious commodities, it helps to have friends in the right places. Fortunately, I am well acquainted with the charming daughter of a successful Ul'dah import merchant. Oh, I see. That's how you did it. What's up, Moonbreeder? These two have been telling me stories about the corrupted crystal formations that appeared following the calamity. I'll need more data before I can draw a conclusion, but I'm intrigued by the potential of their untapped energies. We were but stripling adventurers the night we saw fire rain from the sky and a pillar of light scorch the heavens. What a sight that was, eh, Coltenet? Ori and I were in eastern Danalan when the colossal shards of Dalamud pierced the ground. We stood witness to the subsequent explosion of ether and watched dumbfounded as the swirling energy solidified into those twisted crystal structures that we now know so well. Okay. Excuse me. Well, hey, at least you guys survived. We didn't get to see any of that shit because we got transported into the future by Louis Flaw. Is everything in order, Leon? Are you ready to attend us? Yeah, I was just checking in with everybody. Pleasure as always, Leon. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it? Actually, I had another task in mind for him. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit? Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons that found their ways into refugee hands a way back. Yeah, that was a while back. So it happens we caught wind of something promising. A rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind that merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Leon, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind. But if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Captain Jack Sparrow, he is here with us. Everyone from Limsa kind of says that. Pirates and all that. Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the Black Marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Leon? Sure thing. Then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. Alright. Don't keep Captain Ilbert waiting for you too long, mate. He might have to start without you. I think he'd be fine anyway. We saw how he handled himself with Huayu. And all those Garleans. Dude's a badass. He's got chops. No wonder Alfino made him captain of the Crystal Braves. Imposes authority, but with his very figure and his voice, of course, you know. But he can back it up. Like Robon, he looks like a strong, tough-ass motherfucker, and he kind of is. From what we've seen, so... Loyal as hell, too, after that speech he gave to Huayu about why, you know, though they came from similar backgrounds, it wasn't okay for her to just fucking backstab everybody. Ah, Leon. My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a man of your standing, and Commander Leveilleur needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men never have need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. True. But hold on, before we get going with this. Alright, let's do this. Bait and switch. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Leon. Go for it, dude. Right behind you. And, yeah. I didn't say your name, but you too. Generic Crystal Brave Soldier. Let's go. Damn it. Big ass crystal won't let me fly more directly. Wait. It says it's right here. Oh shit, there he is. It's like not above or below. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the Black Marketeer unawares. Go for it, man. Once you've disposed of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. Hired thug. Surprise, motherfucker. Who goes there? An adventurer? Damned fool, you should never have come here. Bring it on. Ah! Away with you! Kill him and be done with it. Frick. Worthless, all of you! This ends here! Well, you got that part right. That was good. They took a number, one at a time. Actually, I should be standing over here. Some fries, motherfucker. Oh, shit, you got your last, Stormblood mount? Congratulations. Grinding the extreme trial, no doubt, right? I don't understand. What's this all about? Who that? Grah! Uh-oh. Somebody... Sounds like they're not having a good time down there. Shit. Wilbert, what happened, man? As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. But before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander Levier will be most disappointed. That doesn't sound like what happened. I don't... Damn it all! A golden opportunity wasted! As for the clients, though we know not how, they slipped past the perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of Duskwhite sellswords we suspect may be them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the Immortal Flames or the Brass Blades. Alas, we're here to aid them. They're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapons. Yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. Best laid schemes. I will join the first in their hunt for the Duskwhite sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead. Entrust them to the Third's Yu Yu Hase. He will take care of the rest. GoldenEye Yu Yu Hase. That was his name during the fight, against, Bayu. I forgot what Ilbert's full title was during that battle. Shit. Well, we can all just go look back at the old stream, I suppose. Okay, so... The description of the quest. With remarkable ease, you secure the wooden crate filled with weapons. It's like when they said something about you holding 3 dead bodies in your sack or whatever. Oh shit. God damn it. They're like, how those bodies fit inside your, you know, your bag or whatever. Your satchel is like a mystery best left unsolved. I can't even talk. Jesus. Bum, 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 bum. Look at them go! Holy shit! Dancing in Pearl Lane. Livening up the place. Mildred, what's up, dude? Did you hear, my friend? I've received my first official assignment as a full-fledged member of the Crystal Braves. Hey, congrats, dude. Any large bodies? Yeah. Why, Leon, this is a surprise. Resh wished for me to thank you for helping us to rescue her from Castrum Sentry. How fortunate that we can meet again so soon. GoldenEye Yu Hase? Is that his name because of his actual eye color? Oh, it is, yeah. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend to the Crystal Braves. I was gonna say, or is it because he always has Gil in his eyes? He's always just thinking about money. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Kurthus. Now what brings you to us this day? This confiscated crate. A wooden box filled with contraband. What the fuck? Contraband. Something with the FBI. Actually, I guess you could think of the Crystal Braves as the FBI. Their jurisdiction is the whole fucking... all of Eorzea. A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilbert, you say? Understood. Once we've cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. Yeah, don't mind the Easter eggs right next to it. Surrounding it, it's fine. This cannot be everything, can it? Big ass fucking Easter eggs. Rael stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood. Clearly, Rael is unfamiliar with the ways of Ul'Dan merchants, who ever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we've got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There will be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle. Hope that doesn't disappoint you, Ulrid. Don't repeat past mistakes. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the Cerulean processing plant. Time for the fourth to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, Alian, for the freedom of all. Where's that predator sound clip? Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the Immortal Flames will hear of your contribution. Until we meet again. All you gotta do is open the palm and not use the other hand, and then you have the seed from FF8. Salute. Leon, a word if it please you. Sure, man. Like, I'm clipping through the egg. Look, I'm standing in it. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time, don't you worry. What's this about? Kinda shady. I'm starting to get the same vibe I got when fucking Ilbert pulled me aside and was like, hey, I need to talk to you about something. A little discreetly. Okay, what's up, dude? What's going on? Thanks for indulging my request. Few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and the bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. True. I'll get to the point. At the Burning Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything, leave no detail out. Well, I heard someone scream and beg for their life in a way. And then they died, and Ilbert was standing there. It's not quite how the first told it. These Duskwights they were chasing, latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw him yourself? Not before the fighting started, and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in me bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. So there should have been more weapons than what we got. Not this crap again. As if I've never deciphered a moneylender's books or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Oh shit, not this again. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, let's get back to it. Starting to get more vibes that we're gonna find yet another traitor. This time maybe with our own ranks, the Crystal Braves. Instead of Ul'das. Immortal Flames, I guess. Leon, can you hear me? This is Sataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you are able. Alright, Tataru, I'm on it. That time I actually had an earpiece. You know, the Link Pearl or whatever. So, what the fuck? There. It's like, alright, I'm on it. Sir? I need you to come with me. Alright, what's up, Tataru? What's going on? Thank you for coming so quickly, Leon. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most, determined lady by all indications. I think I know who you mean. Rising Chorus. Our guest is with the antecedent in the solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? Okay. Speak with Boob Philia. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I thought so. It's Lucia. Well, good of you to join us. We have much to discuss. This is no time for idle chatter. Too bad. At this point, it would be more unnerving if he spoke plainly. What do you mean? What did he say? Unexpected tidings from the north, borne by the Lord Commander's second. What manner of wind bloweth this day? I see what you mean, Moonbreeder.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you.
Speak, that's all
I
we
believe
do,
the two of you have met.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald. Only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Urianger has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard-Zorma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
That's true.
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard-Zorma.
And that's why they have their astrologians do that shit.
Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept?
You can count on me.
We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Oh shit! That was ominous. So they're expecting an attack. The Asgardians. After, realizing that Midgard-Zorma has awakened and roared or whatever. Forgive me if I state aught... Wait. Forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. Okay. What do you got? As Urianger stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrias, former flagship of the Imperial Fleet and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. Yeah, we saw that in the 1.0 intro. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius Van Belsar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory a foregone conclusion. Jesus! So he was the one who used the Agrias. Yeah, then he recapped it, that's right. He recapped that 1.0 intro during the city-state intros of Realm Reborn. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgard-Zorma, legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. Damn, he was inside the lake? Look at that, they even keep that, because Midgard-Zorma in FF7 and 15 is also in the lake. Huh, I like that. And what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrias. Okay, technically it's a marshland in 7, not a lake, but still, water. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's cerulean engines failed and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing ether for moms around. That's why there's so many crystals here? Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Emric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done and precious little time to do it. Midgard-Zorma once worshipped as the guardian deity of Silvertear Falls. Yet there he has lain for 15 years. Before I depart, I must needs speak with the antecedent in private, if you would be so kind. Oh yeah, I'll leave you two to your girl talk. Oh wait, no, Minfili's actually a high-ranking official. Never mind. This is actual serious talk. Sorry, it's easy to forget. Oh gods, if that charred monstrosity actually returned to life, I don't know what I would do. Yeah, it's right out here in front of our doorstep, isn't it? That Lady Knight from Ishgard puts quite a gallant figure, doesn't she? Foreign envoys, yeah. Okay. Nothing that interesting. Yeah. In other words, you gotta study too. It ain't just about fighting. You're a Scion of the Seventh Dawn. You need to pour over. You need to hit the books once in a while to research your enemies, or potential enemies and threats. Yeah. Okay, this is good. I traveled to Ul'dah to meet with Thancred's friend, the one who promised us that rare ore, and she began cursing me with words I've only ever heard from the mouths of pirates. I still have no idea what she was so angry about. Thancred, do you know what the fuck happened? In hindsight, mayhaps sending a lady in my stead was not the wisest of decisions. Pray ignore my ramblings. Oh my god. Thancred, you secured that ore by... Yeah, his contact for that ore was a chick who was obviously into Thancred, and she got incredibly jealous when he sent Ida to go pick it up, because she probably thought there was something going on between Thancred and Ida. And she's like, what the fuck? Thancred's mine! So then that's why she started cursing at Ida. And Ida has no idea. Ida, the innocent girl, being confused for Thancred's, like, new flame. And that girl got jealous, obviously. The one with the ore. I'm surprised she even gave Ida the ore. The next time you face an Ascian, I'd have you fight with the proper weapon in hand. Okay. Okay. I'm not talking to Lambertine again. I hope I don't have to, but... I must confess this relationship between those crystal formations and the destruction of the Ascians quite escapes me. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out when the time comes. Fucking Thancred, dude. He's like, it pays to have connections when you need something rare, like that ore or whatever they needed for the Arcite. But how Thancred makes his connections? Being the flirty-ass, yeah, Chadcred, exactly. He sleeps with women in high places, and then that's how he gets his hands on rare shit when he needs it. And he breaks their hearts. He's like, maybe I shouldn't have sent the woman. It's like, oh my god. That tells it all right there. Oh, talk to this dude. You're in luck, sir. I was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. Of late I've seen small airships, likely from Castrum Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. But I cannot say for certain at this distance. I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. Uh-oh. The Castrum supply lines have been cut for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. Can you get me over there? Need to go check on something. So it's true then? The Asgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again? Yep. Well, from here that seems rather unlikely. Fucking weather won't let us actually see it. But if it's insurances they want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat, and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrias, then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. Okay, well at least the weather will help us with stealth. Once we're on there, though, it's probably gonna be a fucking war zone. To battle we go. Chadcred. 15 years ago, in the skies above Silvertear Falls, the invading forces of the 14th Legion were set upon by a host of dragons. Leading the charge was Midgard Zormr, legendary king of kings, who engaged the Garlean flagship, the Agrias, in battle. In the end, both Midgard Zormr and his foe fell to the earth, and their tangled remnants stand as a memorial to that day. A ruined airship, and the charred corpse of the Worm Lord who brought it low, forever devoid of life. This music is just... It's so powerful, isn't it? That's why I'm letting it play a little bit. Imagine getting a penalty for not hitting commence on the duty you're going into by yourself. That doesn't happen, I'm just saying. Imagine if it was that bad. Oh shit! It's a sped up version. It's the same song. Which is fucking brilliant, by the way. It's one of my favorite dungeon music in the game, I guess. Keeper of the Lake. I also absolutely love this part of the story as well. 2.5 A Realm Reborn is fucking amazing. Damn it, I didn't turn around all the way. That's what I get for pushing the button too quick. Played myself. Fuck out of here. Crabs. What the fuck? Fuck? Oh, it's that way. I see. That was a distraction. You first. Oh, shit! Alright, this guy's eager for some... Oh, he died. Okay. Fuck you. Damn fraud. Trying to bore me. Jump. 180 turn in air backward. You can do that? Let me see. Oh, okay. So turn midair and then backflip? But while moving, I'm guessing you're saying, right? Hold on, I'm on an incline here. It's not gonna work. Alright, so... Let me test it down here. Let's see what you mean. It's all incline. It's not gonna work here. I fucked it up anyway. I turned too far. Alright, fuck this. Okay. I mean, that seems pretty cool, yeah. Hey, man. Put the cool music back on. There we go. Practice with being still first for that, then work on moving into... yeah. Legacy camera? Is that this? Or is that the one where it stays behind you? I'm guessing it's this then. Oh, how the fuck did you get out of it? Flowers! I've become Marluxia from, Kingdom Hearts now. My attacks leave flowers behind. Yeah, okay. Oh! I'm guessing like that, right? Die, you son of a bitch. Oh, I thought I needed to pick up the key or something. Nope. Garlean picks. Eat double dragon, asshole. I love that move. Rarely get to use it at these low levels. And then once I have to start doing stuff synced, I won't be able to use it until Endwalker. Feels bad. They don't give up, do they? I meant to do that. Hell out of here. I think I'm starting to get it down. Great. More Garleans trying to airstrike me. Over here, dickhead. There you go. I just realized what we're walking on is Midgard. Yeah, Midgard Zormer's body at this part. I never actually realized that until just now, and I've done this dungeon a million times. I'm not even kidding. See, the things you notice when you're not in a party full of players who use duty roulette and are just trying to rush through the dungeon, you know? You can actually, like, take your time and explore. Anyway, looks like we're here. The Forsworn Promise.
Who treadeth
Shit.
now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet? Thou hast forgotten the face of thy Lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
Shit, he is alive. And he commands respect. Holy Jesus. Okay. Mortal Kombat it is. Come then, thou shalt be weighed in the balances. Receive of my breath, and ye shall live once more. Talking to the dragon. Into thee I place my spirits. Rise, my child, and join in the chorus. Wrong button. Whatever. Alright, I guess we don't have to do that. We probably skipped it. I don't think he's got anything else. Oh, there it is. So thou art gifted. That's what he said when I finished him off. Yes, I am gifted, I suppose.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve.
She's not dead. Why would he be after that? Blowing himself up with the Agris didn't do it.
Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
Could we have expected any different from me? Just killing his little soul projection?
Guided by a star.
I like this voice actor.
My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds.
Still don't think that's fair, but
We do not
Get it, though.
forget. We do not forgive.
they keep perpetuating the same cycle. I can see why.
7 children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end.
Oh shit!
Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen.
He was literally saying he was about to fucking kill me.
Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent. Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
The betrayal! It's like, I won't harm you. Fucking pierces my chest with a light ray. Those are the crystals we used to defeat La Habrea. When Hydaelyn told us to. Mommy Hydaelyn. With their power, we made the Blade of Light. We also extracted the primals from Ultima Weapon during that fight using these crystals. Those who were unaware of what they were for. Wrecked.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker.
Yeah, you said you weren't gonna hurt me. What the fuck, man?
Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing. Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
Well, that's cute. What the fuck?
The covenant binds me to thee. I shall watch, listen, and wait. Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp.
Not wrong.
life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
You may summon Midgardsormr by selecting the corresponding entry within your minion guide under character in the main menu. He's traveling with us now, apparently. Where's the little guy? I must have missed him. I'm gonna have to use the search function, I got too many of them. There he is. I see him. Midgardsormr, father of dragons, keeper of the lake, bane of the 14th Legion. While it is difficult to believe the Yonlong pup could be any of these things, he assures you his current form is only temporary while he awaits the reconstruction of a new corporeal vessel. And there he is. I guess he's just gonna be stalking us now. He's gonna follow us around. So yeah, he took away our powers. The same power we used to defeat the Ultima Weapon and La Habrea in Praetorium. We're just kind of a normal dude now. Unless Heidelin restores our power or we find some other way, we're fucked. I guess he's putting us into some kind of challenge to see if we can handle ourselves without, you know, Heidelin's blessing, like he said. What the fuck? He's standing on my shoulder. He's just gonna use my shoulder as a perch now, apparently. Great. I've become his landing spot. Alright. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? Yeah, the Garleans were firing at me, and then when I thought Midgardsormr, he blew some shit up too. Ah, but you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alfina left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once. Now what the fuck's happening? We've lost her blessing, Mommy Heidelin. This is a fall from grace kind of story now. How do most people feel about video games like that? Where when you start off, your character's like super overpowered and then they just get stripped of their power and that's when the game really starts. You know? Have you spoken with Commander Leveilleur yet? He has been pacing again. When is he not? 12, save me, is it coming? What should we do? Oh, he's not? No, relax. Okay. They're all probably gonna say, well, let me check. They probably do say the same shit though. I don't think they're gonna say anything different. Yeah, okay. Chad Cred. I'll start calling him that from now on. Chad Cred. Welcome home, Leon. Alfina was worried sick about you. Why don't you go and set his mind at ease? Well, we're like bros now, so... Of course he was worried. Truth interpreted is truth transformed. Today's heroes may yet become tomorrow's gods. Or something else. True? True. Every time I take off my glasses or put them on, it's just like... What's up, Alfina? And then I go put them on. I don't know, I'm being stupid. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. That's a little subjective, but yeah, sure. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Emmerich's request. You've completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it? Then I would hear your report. Well, It's not gonna be pretty, but I'm alive at least. You converse with Midgard Zormer? I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Right, but because it's me, right? Are we to understand that the Wormlord did not perish and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. That's true. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Yeah? Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Emmerich immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard Zormer in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. That's true. For your own protection and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Emmerich's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Is there something you are not telling us, Leon? You seem different somehow. It is almost as if you are missing something. Something important. Well, yeah. Oh, forfend! Midgard Zormer stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you alright? How do you feel? Okay, more or less, strangely. I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. Seemingly. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgard Zormer made mention of a covenant, did he not? Yep. One of the ancient myths regarding Silver Tear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althik and Nemea, Brother Time and Sister Fate, decreed that Midgard Zormer ever watch over the source from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Hydaelyn herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Art thou a pawn or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Good question. Planting the real questions in our head. What have we actually done while thinking for ourselves? We're just kind of, like I've always been saying, yes men. Just following everybody else's orders constantly.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Wormlord and lived to tell the tale. I give thanks to Halone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature.
Her line was straight out of fucking Game of Thrones or something. Winter is coming.
Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
You're not the only one, Alfie. I'm also like, that sounds a little overconfident if you ask me. But, something they didn't touch upon, though, that conversation, with Minfilia at least, was the fact that Midgardsormr said, I'm still so used to saying it was an S. Also said, that he drinks of her body, probably referring to Hydaelyn, and that over time he'll eventually, he was basically implying in his own words that he was gonna come back to life someday. Fully, completely, restored, like he used to be. And at that point, his followers will be happy, they'll rejoice, because he'll be back to kick some ass, basically. And, destroy Ishgard or anyone else who threatens them, I guess. Probably what he's implying. Still, I won't forget what he said just now in the little meeting room, the Solar. What have we actually done, thinking for ourselves? What have we wrought by our own hands? Are we actually masters of our own destiny or fate? Or are we just constantly, being led on by somebody else, or some other entity? Like Alphino here. And Minfilia. The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries. Nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet, regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgardsormr who roared, a call to arms by one of the First Brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. True enough. Ether on demand. Ere I forget, I believe Moonbrita has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Let's hope so. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Would you be so kind as to inform Moonbrita that our Ishgardian visitor has departed? I must speak with the Crystal Braves, then I shall join you all forthwith. Commander Alphino taking care of business. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the Solar, shall we? After you. I've summoned everyone to the Solar. Would seem Moonbrita has something exciting to share with us. Alright, Moonbrita, lay it on us. What you got?
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the Void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that White Auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Kostrom's Sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arsians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a Crystal Brave, you are yet a Scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you.
She said that with such a smile.
Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalymo shall accompany you. Ida and Y'shtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white aurosite.
Thank you, Urianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
Though I have little doubt you will prevail against the Empire's forces, I shall pray for your success nonetheless. Our very future may depend upon Moonbreeder being free to pursue her experiments. Yeah? Those damn Chaos Bringers. What's going on here? I see that the Scions once more ready themselves for the road. I too must make preparations for an absence from the Rising Stones. Where are you going? Seems you barely arrived before you must once more plunge into the fray. Duty's an unforgiving mistress, eh? Though the tasks we tackle are not like to be as realm-shaking, Coltonit and I must also heed her call. Ori was most eager to join you on the front lines of battle, but as fate would have it, the antecedent had other plans for your talents, or for our talents. Wonder what she's sending them off to do. Where the hell's everybody else? They must all be outside, except for these few. For a small organization, we certainly chew through a prodigious amount of foodstuffs. Perhaps I should put a lock on the larder door. We do seem to be running low on provisions. I believe an excursion to the marketplace is in order. So it seemed that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Force have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Alright. See you later. Your duties take you to Northern Thanalan, do they not? Yeah. We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Lamin travels to Ul'dah and we shall serve as her escort. Oh, okay. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations. threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. Ah, how extraordinary that my little Astilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections. But I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger, even for one so familiar with her streets. Yeah, that place is getting a little chaotic. Bah! Woe betide the black guard that so much as glares in your direction, milady. Attaboy. Protect her, Hori. Keep her safe. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way then? Commander Leveilleur sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalj'aa. But returning to the task at hand. The Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Ravan's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing: getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein that we might coordinate our counter-strategy. In the meantime, I'll inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. Indeed, my friend. We gotta protect the pies, man. I mean the cerulean. Yeah, we gotta protect the cerulean, sorry. Oh shit, I got teleported over here, okay. Alright man, we're scrapping. Lieutenant Starcrest, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times. But I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draughtsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a closer look and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices. Devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the Flames stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend an Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial Army. I would once again ask for your aid. Speak, friend. That's what we do. We've been keeping a close eye on that Garlean garrison, and it would seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the Castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I have apprised your fellow Scions of the situation and am heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Alian and lend your much welcome strength to the counteroffensive. Okay, will do. Have you ever seen Moon swing her axe? Swipe, slice, cleave! There's really no stopping her. That is a massive axe she's got. Look at that. It's unique. I don't even know if you're able to get an axe like that. Now that is an impressive piece of steel. Look, even Y'shtola is like, holy shit, that axe though. Isn't it a beauty? A lady merchant in Remnant's Toll simply gave it to me. Said she was investing in the future or some such. Really? Be it a squad of soldiers or some Magitech monstrosity, I shall allow no foe to harm the lovely Moonbreeder. Of course, Chad cred to the rescue. Considering the weapon she wields, I don't believe the lady is in need of additional protection. Right then, time to see if all this training is paid off. Rogger, guide my blade. To the fray we go, my friend. Glad to have you with us, Leon. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridianum. Their main column assembles to the north near Dalamud's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. Oh, by the way, this now does take place after the Coals of Bahamut, just for anyone curious about the timeline. The last one was released with 2.5, so... They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. I see. Nice read on them. Actually, I think it came out with 2.4, and then the last Crystal Tower raid was actually 2.5. Captain Ilberd! Yeah, I think that's more accurate. Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bid you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the Fourth should have little trouble contending with aught the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting restless, holed up in Ul'dah, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack. Good thinking. The reinforcements are welcome. We've enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. Aye, it would be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans. For those who might not know, ceruleum is basically like oil in this world. It's very flammable and used as a fuel source for machinery. A wise source indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire. We'll all be blown up. Be well done, extra crispy. If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the Fourth and give battle to this main column. You're with the Third then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from breaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yu Yuhase. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. Yuhase, what's the scoop, man? What are we doing? A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. As always, just thinking about the money. Now, this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground, and make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. Aye, this will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. A one-man army. Yeah, that's me. Come out, bastards. Where you at? Okay, that's far away enough to warrant this. Oh, shit! Planning to sneak in while we engage those dudes up north, then. Our position is compromised. To arms! Alright, this isn't a quest battle. I can do more than just one attack. There we go. You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that to mean that between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another one of those Magitech horrors. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the Fourth and let Lieutenant Alian know the west is now clear. I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Roger that. Lieutenant Starcrest, what news of the Garleans? Shit's going down, man. But they're taken care of on the west. Their raiding parties are no more then? Excellent. The Amagina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. An uninvited Ascian. You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Alian has reported a sound victory over the main column and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. Oh, that was quick. And kind of anticlimactic, but okay. Excuse me. All but one, that is. The Rogadin lady with the large axe, but appears she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but Northern Thanalan is no place to wander alone. Excuse me. Even for a capable sword such as her, I would certainly feel better about things if you could check in on her before you continue on your way. Umbrita, what's up? What you up to?
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
Hey, who gives a shit about her choice of weapon,
And
right?
it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it?
I'm guessing she's referring to Louis Sois and Urianger.
Aye, that ought to do it.
Respectively.
So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
He senses me. A useful talent.
Oh, shit! We're out of time. We gotta find out how to make that blade now.
An Ascian. Are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth, meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales.
Blonde guy with
And
the
you
mohawk.
have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did that bastard want with us?
I'm the play translator.
Nabriales, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious. But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
And now the Ascians know I don't have the Blessing of Light anymore. That's a double whammy right there. Things aren't looking good for us. Oh wait. Shit! I want to see what she would say. Damn. Okay, I'm too curious. What would she have said? I gotta see. Where is it? Blue fog. I like the no sound effects on that teleport. Oh wait, there's two here, right. There was that one too, which was closer to her. God damn it. The cerulean processing plant. She was over this way. There she is. I left too soon. What did you have to say? If I'm right and the Ascian is after Tupsimati, then we'd best make all haste back to the Rising Stones. Minfilia must be warned. He's probably gonna beat us there. Because, I mean, he already teleported while I told you everything. Minfilia! Barge into the door. Oh, shit. You're here! Yep. Master Louis Soir's staff is kept in the solar, isn't it? Quickly now. Go! Shit, we're too late. Already gone.
You too.
Oh, never mind.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain.
Oh, shit!
My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Get him, Umbrito!
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
That was way worse than last time.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow the staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Oh, oh, Billy, no!
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Be up there. Forget about me. Go! I'm on him, Umbrita. I'm gonna take his ass out. I'm jumping into the unknown. Okay, that's good. Is that the clear selection? I ain't letting this bastard go. A ruthless Ascian known as Nabrialis has intruded upon the sanctum of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, spiriting away both the antecedent and the powerful relic she refused to yield. Pursue the Paragon through the dimensional rift and prize Minfilia and Tupsimati from his tenebrous grasp. I'm after him. Some of these scenes, like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen it. I remember her ending up on the ground like that. I just forgot how it happened. with her getting pierced by his fucking dark light. That's why I was like, oh shit! I just remember Moonbreed ending up on the ground. That was about it. The Chrysalis. Amphilia! Why the hell did he tie you up like that? This guy's into that S&M pain is pleasure kind of thing, isn't he? Oh shit! He's disgusting! No wonder you call him a... yeah, a sideburns pervert. The sideburns. Okay, no words. He's just gonna fight. Bring it on, asshole. You encouraged Gabrielus to ready for battle, but he encouraged me first. I shall not toy with you as does La Habrea. Witness the terrible might of a true servant of Zodiark. Writhing powers of ruination, from the deepest pits of the abyss I summon thee. Well, this is gonna hurt. That one didn't count. What the fuck? Oh! I overshot it. Great. That's why he said, unlike La Habrea, he's not gonna toy with us, is what he said. Insatiable hunger of the void, devour all light and return this world to perfect darkness. Oh, nice. Good. He's gonna use magic 3 times? I'm giving him a chance here. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he's doing this again. Alright, fair enough. He won't toy with me, but I'll toy with him. What you got? Quake 3. Look, it's like FF12 all over again. We poke him till he dies. End of days. Jesus. That sounds violent, man. By Zodiark's name I command thee. River of time, mire mine enemy in thy sluggish flow. Impossible! Has he power over time itself? That's a hell of a power if he does. He shall wither in the merciless embrace of eternity. The hell is this? Oh, damage mitigators. I see, it's like the Crystal Tower fight with Zonde. Not that it matters, I take all the hits anyway. Alright, son, put you out of your misery. There's the end of days again. Not the end of mine, that's for sure. But you are shorn of her blessing. How do you yet resist me? Surprise, motherfucker. The look on her face. She's like, I live. Yeah, exactly. That's what he just explained outside. My thanks. Of course, Minfilius. Let's get the fuck out of here. I had to rescue the damsel in distress again. Not the first time we rescued her from something. I forgot to take off my sunglasses, but...
You're safe.
Oh shit.
Thank the 12.
Princess Peach, yeah.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
Remember the fucking plan. Throw it at his ass.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
That works too, just hold it up.
What? What trickery is this? No. No! Cannot! No!
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free.
Alright, Louis Swan. Grant me your strength.
Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Yeah, if only we still had the blessing here. If we hadn't gone to the Keeper of the Lake before this shit happened, right? We could have fucking killed him right here.
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light.
Yeah, you should still have it. Maybe you should take the damn staff.
Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
Good conversation.
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Seriously.
Master Louis, I understand now the choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger. You damned old coot.
Moonbreeder! No! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Die, you piece of shit!
Moonbreeder. She's gone. You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Urianger know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Sharlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Sharlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered, and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence.
Just like Alfina wanted
Long
for
did I
Alice.
contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Fuck. that hit pretty hard. I mean, the initial death and mourning, but also just... still gotta clean my eyes. Also just, what Leon just said at the end is why I started crying pretty hard again. Trying to hold it back, but, you know, I can't. What he said about her probably dying with regret, he was hoping that she would have figured out what Louisoix wanted for her before she died, in her final moments at least. Feeling bad that he never told her the truth. It's like being stuck between a rock and a hard place for him. He was like trying to honor what Louisoix wanted for her, but at the same time, you know, feeling regret that she might have died without knowing. Hoping to death that she would have... That she hopefully did figure it out and can rest in peace now. But never actually knowing. That's the worst thing of all, it's just thinking about someone who might have died without knowing the truth about something that important to them like that. Knowing someone close to you died, potentially with regret, even in their last moments. Or just the doubt, the uncertainty. That's what got me crying all over again just now. Jesus. Yeah, Crimson. Our list of grievances against the Ascians was already overlong. Must they continue to add to it? But we had arrived a few moments sooner. Just a few moments. Again, the regrets. She was counting on the theory that a soul's ether burns brightest at the moment of its passing. A scholar until the very end. Jesus Christ, you're right. Her sacrifice was at the last minute was literally just another experiment for her. But she didn't even get to live to see the results. Oh, Moon. I miss you so much already. Thanks, Crimson. Never have I seen Urianger so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Sharlayan manor to celebrate Moonbrida's life, and mourn her passing. Memory of Moonbrida. As Moonbrida was a native of Sharlayan, I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the mark of the scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? Yeah, it's nearby, actually. 'Tis a monument found at Wraithfrost and is sacred to Thaliak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. Yeah. Moonbrida showed us the way forward at the cost of her own life. What worth is her sacrifice if we do not follow where it leads? Let us gather at Wraithfrost and show our respects for our fallen comrade. Then we shall continue with the work she began. It's hard to voice this right now. I don't want to believe she's really gone. The loss of those close to you is never easy. Anita was closer to Moonbrida than most. As ever, I was a step too late. Was there aught we might have done to save her? 'Tis foolish to torture oneself with such thoughts. But the heart is oft times deaf to quiet reason. Again, very true. You always start to beat yourself up about whether you could have done things differently or not. You can see why they got, they got rid of everyone. For some reason or another, there was an excuse for everyone to leave before all that happened. So we're the only ones who witnessed all this. Lataru, Lamin, everyone else went off to go do something else before Nabrialis attacked, so... At the same time, fortunate or unfortunate, depending on how you look at it, really. They weren't here to help, but they probably wouldn't have been able to help much anyway, and it might have just added to the list of the, well, Nabrialis might have claimed more than one victim, basically, if they had still been there, so it's probably for the best. And we're here. What's that in the background, huh? Glad he was the first to go, yeah. Same one that's on Kupsamati.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser. But I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
The rising stones feel somehow colder, when Brita always carried with her such an abundance of warmth and cheer. Lately everybody was saying that, before all that happened. Everybody was talking about how she brought so much energy to the place, yeah. We must find some means of protecting ourselves from Ascian intrusions. There must be a way. I don't feel much like talking at the moment. If you could just give me some time. I loathe to see Ida in such pain, but I have not the words to comfort her. Can you imagine it? I, Papalimo, the one who has an eloquent comment for every situation, am at a loss for words. It's only natural, dude. Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me, as antecedent 'tis my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, Leon? Yeah. Means we're still human. Shows how much we cared. Her first words. 'Tis as if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. That wasn't laughter, that was me crying again, because that's what it feels like, yeah. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louisoix, Moonbrita, our fellows at the Waking Sands, Noraxia. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. Like me. My apologies, Leon. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. Victory won, Carmad lost. To honor the fallen, the living forge ever on, towards the light of a new day. And that's it. That's 2.5. The next quest starts 2.55. Which is the start of the home stretch. The home stretch for Realm Reborn. It's almost over. You know, part of what, let me do this for a second. Part of what really makes me feel that I think this might be true for probably anybody but who's been in this situation, but it's when you've actually lost someone. When you've actually lost someone in real life, you're able to relate to others going through the same thing, including fictional characters. It's like, even before that happened though, I was always someone who would get very emotionally invested into a story like this, and found it easy to get emotional over, on-screen deaths and sorrow like that. But my point is that even more so once you've actually experienced this kind of loss in real life. So everything they said, mourning her, the whole process of them going through, like, the regrets, wishing they'd done things differently, wishing things had happened differently. What if this had happened? What if I'd been there? That kind of thing, like, that's what triggered me the most, because that's exactly what goes through your mind. Those are the feelings that go through you. So just seeing them mourn her in the same exact way that I saw my, loved ones and myself mourn the person that I'm talking about that I lost. It just brings it all back, It brings back the memories, the feelings. The same exact feelings of that day. The funeral, all of it. That's why I lost it so much. That's why I cried so hard. Noraxia didn't, the little sylph that died when, that Livia killed, when the whole thing at the Waking Sands happened. It wasn't as drawn out as much, So it just, I almost cried a little bit during that scene, if you go back and watch, but, I choked up pretty hard, and I think, a tear or two came out, but, it wasn't as dragged out as much as this one, so it just didn't hit me as hard, but yeah. And, that's about all I can say on that, I guess. Rest in peace, Moonbrita. And, I guess something else I wanted to touch on lightly was whether or not you've experienced that kind of loss. But the person I'm thinking of right now has experienced much more difficult loss than I have so far. And, a person I'm thinking of, they actually kind of checked out of the story at this point, because I guess, she was here for only a short while, but it's amazing how much of an impression certain people can leave on you. Again, even fictional characters. because someone I know actually decided it was too much for them when Brita died. Like, they got so invested in her. They saw something in her, I guess. They were able to relate to her in some way, maybe. They just liked her so much within the short time that she was with us that she told me she just checked out after that. And yeah, I've heard of that happening before. I've met people here and there who have done the same thing. They kind of, they get so emotionally invested in certain characters and certain fictions, whether it's movies, television, or video games, that after, like, if that character dies or something, they can't anymore. It's like, it upsets them so much that they check out and they don't care about the story anymore. They stop watching or something. In this case, the person I'm thinking of, they didn't stop playing this game, but they don't play it for the story anymore. They were too upset by that. And yeah, my first reaction when I heard that was, what? Like, why? Like, oh, you know, that's kind of silly or whatever, but, you know, I can see it, though. Like I said, some people can get really attached really quickly to certain characters, and it's just like, it can be, I can see how it can be too upsetting, you know? Like, I don't want to just be like, oh, that person's stupid for losing interest in the story just because of that, you know? It's like, no, everyone has their reasons, you know? It is a shame, but it is what it is, because, you know, I say it's a shame because this game's story has so much more to offer, especially later on. I'm glad I'm not like that, but I can understand, or at least try to understand, why someone would just give up after that and just be like, I don't care anymore. But that's not me, so I guess that's about it. That's all I have to say on this. Wanted to get all my thoughts and feelings out there before wrapping up the stream, because I, as usual, gotta go take care of some stuff before I come back to stream some more and hopefully finish out Realm Reborn. The quicker I get going, the quicker, you know, the more likely that'll happen before my bedtime, because we still have a long way to go. They definitely drag out this last section, I remember. I only remember by seeing that image of the quest names that you sent me, Crimson. I'm just like, fuck, there's still so many quests to do after this part. So yeah, I'm gonna get going to try to hurry up with that. And yeah, I think for today's outro, I'll just leave this playing, honestly. Or maybe I'll probably just log out here and go back to the title screen from here. I'm not gonna go back to an in-room. It's not really, doesn't really fit this moment right now, so. So yeah, as always, I appreciate everyone who came to watch. Thank you, Crimson, for coming by and watching with me and everything. Those of you watching in the future, as always, I appreciate the, you know, I'm just gonna say the support from now on. It's too wordy. Like, subscribe, follow, yada yada. I appreciate all the support on both YouTube and Twitch for those who give it. That's how I'll say it from now on. And as always, until next time, please take care of yourselves, look after each other, stay safe, and now, more than ever after what just happened, cherish your loved ones. Because I've said this before several streams ago. I don't remember what was happening then, but I said it before. I do remember that. You never know when the last time you're going to see someone is. So, never take it for granted. Don't take it for granted, and don't leave words unspoken. I'm glad that didn't happen to me with my friend who passed away, but I know for some people that he knew, they didn't say things that they might have wanted to say to him before he disappeared. Oh, before he died. But yeah, so don't take it for granted. You know, cherish your loved ones. So you never know. So, with that, please, as always, have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And until next time, peace. Take it easy, everyone.